Don't turn that on you too, lady. That's fine.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's.
Okay. Call this meeting to order. Have roll call. Mike, absent. Teresa, here. Lori, here. All right, then we'll have the minutes of the last meeting.
Claims and minutes were read and approved. Roll call, Lori, Mike, Teresa, Sandy, all here. Eric read fire one was talked about in the truck. Mike T got a grant for the park for $15,000. Code enforcement must got the parking tickets in, maintenance working on back room, got the electricity going in the back. On chance, got a hold of Mike to renew contract for 26. We had contract for 2 years, no change, not worth it. Mike will check on the furnace for the water pump house. Mike made a motion to continue with Bruce H for snow plowing. He's done a good job. Teresa second, all in favor. Mowing for next year, we're not going to contract it out for 26. Bruce B can take care of it. Mike will call him and tell him. Teresa asked if Kurt will put up an activity scene before Thanksgiving. Mike thanked him for coming up to the meeting. Janet, food pantry is not something the townships can donate to. Group from Fort Wayne fills up pantries. Janet will contact them to see if they would be willing to fill.
Okay. I make a motion that we accept the minutes. Okay, now we're gonna go on to the fire department.
Okay, so the fire report for the month of November. We had 12 incident numbers, it was the wrong department dispatched, 4 medic assist calls, 4 motor vehicle accidents, 2 dispatch canceled en routes, and 1 pole wires down. There were 3 runs to Fairfield Township, 7 runs to Richland Township, and 1 mutual aid to Waterloo.
Do you have a total for the year?
We just turned 150 yesterday. And one of our 5 runs we turned yesterday.
Okay,
So we're sitting about 150. I would say we'll end the year about 160, 150s, 160 would probably be, which is down a considerable amount from last year, which scares me for 2026.
well, let's hope not. Let's hope we're on the upside now.
Yeah, hopefully.
Yes. Okay, Sandy, have you totally read this through really good to make sure that we have the money? And
No, I just got it.
this is the first you've seen this?
Yeah. Resolution? Yes.
Yeah. Well, why don't we, we're gonna bid on this tonight. Or, present it for the bid. So, how are we doing on our money for this truck? And this is what Lori's really concerned about here, and me too.
Well, it's not for next year, it'd be for 28,
For 28.
correct?
Correct. So, with the purchase of the truck, there's a 24-month lead time on that from the time we sign. So we would likely not owe any money until end of 27 at the earliest, but 28, right? 28 would be the likely part of it.
But we have to pay the 500,000.
Correct, and none of that comes from the town.
Okay.
So the $500,000 is coming from the fire department, Richland Township, and Fairfield Township.
Can we say Fairfield? Sorry.
That is the agreed proposal. I've got the amounts of who's proposed. Richland is actually gonna be $200,000. The Corona Fire Department will be $280,000, and Fairfield Township has pledged $30,000. For that total of $500,000, we will pay for 2026. We will pay that January of 2026.
This coming year.
Correct, if we approve the purchase of the truck, if we approve a truck.
Okay.
So, do you want me to speak to this?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, let's go ahead and discuss it.
So what I'm proposing is a consortium to enter into an interlocal agreement. Consortiums allow us to forego a bidding process because we get, this company has already done the bidding. It's actually not even a company, it's a Minnesota legislature group called Sourcewell. By doing this, like I said, it allows us to save time and money. If we had to post bids, you know, that's a 3-4 month process. And prices on trucks go up about every month, every week. Prices of everything are skyrocketing, fire apparatus are no different. So we have 2 current bids, one from Hoosier Fire, one from McQueen Emergency Group. Both are within that Sourcewell consortium. By entering into this, basically, what we're saying is that those 3 entities, the 2 townships and the Corona Fire Department, will pay that $500,000 down, with a remainder to not exceed $200,000 upon delivery will have to be financed or brought ahead by the town. I have got another proposed resolution from Richland Township that allocates the $200,000 down and then reads that this fund, the cumulative 1190 fund, is dedicated to fire and EMS capital outlays such as machinery, equipment, and vehicles. We understand that future CUME fund receipts will be applied as needed against the expense of the Engine 42 replacement vehicle. Speaking with Pam, she says that she's dedicating the receipts out of the CUME fund to go towards that balance of that loan. And there's actually more. We projected 190,000 based off of Gateway stuff, meeting with Pam, that's about 225, 224 at the end of this year. So that fund has more money in it than we even projected. We have 2 years to figure out the balance of that 500 to whatever that is, to not exceed 200,000. I know the one bid off the top of my head is $673,000, so essentially 175,000-ish we would have to come up with at the end of that 2 years. Not saying I'm just, and as a fire department standpoint, I'm not gonna sit back for 2 years and say, y'all signed it, figure it out. My plan is to still work diligently with the other township, continue to do some mailers, try to find some funds, try to get that amount paid down. Cause we can pay towards that truck at any point in time throughout that 2 years. So every year, take money and put down towards that truck and try to get that loan amount as low as possible. I think it'd be very realistic to potentially get that loan down to 125,000, maybe even more. I don't know. But we want to get that as low as possible.
Because our township says that we can come up with another 50,000 in the 2 years,
Correct.
is what we have in our funds. So that'll be, Richland will give another 50. But we really need Fairfield to pitch in. I mean, it's just,
I 100%.
they're killing us.
I 100% agree with that. We've had discussions, we're working that angle. I don't know what else to say to it. I know we have, Richland Township's been very blessed, very fortunate towards us. Fairfield, we get what we get. They're working at it, they're trying, I don't know. I know there's supposedly a new township trustee, so maybe some new.
Heard he wasn't running again.
Correct, that's what I've heard on the street. I don't know, rumors are rumors, right? We're gonna continue to try to negotiate with Fairfield. Between you and me, I know there's more money in their fund than what they have allocated. but it's if they allocate it. It's up to that trustee's decision. But I'm gonna work diligently. We'll continue to work diligently. This has been a multi-year process and I'm not gonna lay off of trying to continue to find more funds. But if we don't move before January 20th, we gotta submit for another proposal. And it's gonna be $10,000+ more. I know that already. It's gonna cost us another $10,000 if we go in to another pricing, because it's first of the year, everyone gets price increments, and a 1% price increase on a $500,000 fire truck's a lot of money.
Yes, it is. A lot of
So-
money.
That's, this resolution that I presented to you is this same outline of what I gave you in the replacement plan, purchase plan. It's just more in the legal jargonized of it.
And what this does, it just keeps us from the bidding process.
Correct. It saves us time and money of having to go through a bidding process and having to deal with all that headache. I'm already doing some, I've already got 2 prices from the 2 very reputable, purchasers around here. And when the committee has their choice between the 2, I will present full transparency of dollar signs, everything, and why we chose what we chose. Okay? So ultimately, we're gonna compare both bids and make sure that we're comparing apples to apples. There's no hidden language in it, or stuff like that, and make sure that we're getting the truck that's gonna take care of the town and the townships for 30+ years. Cause that's what we're doing. We're replacing a 30+ year truck. And the reality is we gotta own it for 30+ years.
Okay. Pam, you got anything you'd like to throw in on this?
Do you need me to say anything?
No, I mean, I covered kind of your resolution of that.
We're having a board meeting December 22nd where the resolution will be signed by the board. And then that should carry forward and you should not have any problem at all getting money out of the township. Because the board will, the resolution will cover the commitment
I
to the
see.
fire. But it's the fire department's money for capital expenses. So it's really their choice of where they want to spend it. So,
Mhm.
but we just wanted to make it clear that we were, we approved it.
Okay. So did you kind of get to go over it a little bit? What do you think? Yeah, but what do you, money-wise, everything you think that,
Well, if it gets to where we can't do we would just have to take it out of the equipment fund, which they know that.
Yes.
So they wouldn't get the equipment fund that you would just pay it on the truck. So either way, I mean,
it covered?
We would be robbing one fund to pay the other,
Exactly.
but it would mean that we would have to tighten our bootstraps a lot more, which we're already planning to do regardless. But I think with the commitment from Richland Township, unless something were to go completely belly up there, and my goal with this too is to pay every penny we can and pay this off
Quickly.
as quickly as possible. Yeah, we, I gave you guys some figures on a 6-year loan,
Mhm.
a 7 and a 7. I would absolutely be tickled if we did that in 5 or 4. Or any, I have no promises, no guarantees, but I mean, it would be my goal to pay this off as absolutely quick as possible.
Okay, so now how do we go about doing this?
Need a motion, adopt
Adopt this resolution. Do we have to have a number on this? 26-2?
I didn't know what number to put on. I apologize.
Okay. Okay. All right. And we got that. Okay, we made a motion to go ahead and move forward on this resolution, and she seconded it, so. Down here. Right up there.
If I could make one more comment on this too.
Yeah.
There's been this has been a multi-year process and a lot of hard work. From, Sandy's been getting bugged, I bugged Pam a few times. But none of this is possible without you guys' support, and I greatly appreciate you all helping get us the equipment and things we need. I know this is probably the most money town's ever spent, and
What about having, when they do with that division, split up
what's that?
Would they go to district?
this district fire?
Yeah,
No more Corona, they're going, this, what's
Can
going,
I- can I
spending
handle
all
that
this
one?
money.
yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
Go ahead.
As of now, I was talking to Rick Ring, of the commissioners for DeKalb County. The idea of territorials being created or districts being created, it's not gonna happen tomorrow. There's just, nobody wants to plan it, so it's gonna go on. If the Corona, forms a territory, which is probably the best, because then they keep control over it. If they do it with other townships or whatever, at Richland and let's say Fairfield or Garrett, whatever, then all the equipment stays there. And if a district is formed, that may, the equipment may be,
Take away from Corona, give them-
no, because they're gonna have to have a fire department in this area,
That's
cover
what I'm
this
saying.
area. So my guess is, no, I don't think that's a consideration.
Well,
It's gonna be a problem.
From what I've heard from other areas too, the town still owns the things. So the town owns the fire truck. If there was a district to be formed and they would want to move that fire truck somewhere, the district would have to purchase that fire truck. Or if the district they would have to pay the town, the district would have to pay the town for use of the building or purchase it, if I've gathered that correctly. It's a big deal, like in
Yeah.
Aboit right now with, Arcola.
Yeah,
The Arcola Fire Station down there, they district actually had to purchase that from Arcola in order to own it now. So the truck's the town. The
that's
town
what I'm
would
saying.
maintain
We're buying
ownership.
all this, spending all this money, then,
Correct.
yeah.
Yeah, the town would maintain ownership of the vehicle.
That's good. That's good.
It's maybe a little bit.
Okay.
It's
Okay, you have anything else with fire department, Eric?
Fish Fries this Friday, come on out.
Fish fry
So-
Friday.
Get you some fish, support a good cause.
What time?
Well, your prices.
It is, 4:30 to 7.
Okay. Okay.
Actually, I think you guys are kind of on the cheap side with it. I mean, because the price way food is now, you guys should probably raise at least 50 cents.
We're still we've looked at it, we're still making money, we're making okay money on it. I don't know, like you said, with the price, everything, we kinda wanna stay not nickel and diming people, but we know we're a good deal,
That is good, yeah.
so.
And people do give donations too, a little over the price, don't they?
Yeah, like 2 fish dinners is $24.
Yeah,
I'll get people hand me $25, keep the change, or $30, keep the change. We do get some above and beyond with it, for sure.
Yeah. Okay, then if we don't have anything more with fire, we're gonna go on to water. Everything done with fire? Go ahead, Justin.
Alrighty, ma'am. Well, there was an inspection this month and I had sent a message to Sandy and Mike about, one of the meters down there. There was an issue with one of the tubes that reads the flow of the stream. And so we had to come back in and recalibrate that, but everything went good. I mean, they didn't have any violations. That was the only thing really noted. And there was some suggestions that they had sent in it, but, Teresa, you should have got a copy of that in your email. So, but other than that, I mean, we flushed the hydrants and they're all winterized and good to go. Which I think we did let Sean know about that, so they were all drained out and make sure that the draining occurs if they get used. And other than that, I mean, everything was pretty much good. I think Bill Anderson already invoiced you for the, recalibration anyways, didn't they, Cindy?
Yes, they did.
So yeah, no, they were happy with everything, and I
Good.
think that's the only inspection we've had in the last 15 years that they haven't wrote us up for something.
Well, that's wonderful.
So
We're
that was
moving
probably
ahead
pretty good,
here.
so, yeah. So, and you know, I mean, you guys have done some upgrades, so, you know, like the lift stations and everything, and they wanted the one at the plant cleaned, you know, but it was scheduled to be cleaned. It is scheduled to be cleaned in March, so we're like, we cleaned it in, I don't know, August or something like that, and they show up in November. We're like, well, it will be a little dirty until the next cleaning, but we don't clean it every month, so, but no, everything else is working just fine.
Good, good. Okay, is that all you have?
That's all I got, unless you got anything.
No, I don't think so. You guys think of anything? Lori, got anything? Okay, Janet, code enforcer,
I don't have anything for code enforcement.
okay.
It's
Bruce?
winter.
Bruce, maintenance,
Just wondering.
Do you have anything?
No, I have nothing for the town this month.
okay, all right.
The snow, I've cleaned the bridge, you know, but other than that, just snow removal.
Cleaned out in front of the building and Sandy found a patch of ice and she fell.
And I did.
And you heard it.
Did she fall too out here?
Last year.
Last year?
Yeah, last year. Just my knee. The whole sidewalk was clean. One little patch of ice.
I would like to talk about the Friendsgiving a minute.
Okay, well, we'll do that. That's gonna be coming right up. Okay. So, okay, and we did get all the picnic tables and everything in for winter, so they're all in the back, and I think you've already cleaned them, haven't you, Bruce? The picnic tables, have you cleaned them?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've cleaned them once, I plan on cleaning them again, they've got a few little stains, stuff, but yeah.
Okay, then we'll go on to old business. The very first thing I had here was Friendsgiving report.
We fed almost 300. It was down 28 from last year. But that was, we felt like it would have been a lot more if the flyers had gotten to
Yeah.
us in time, but the flyers were delayed. And but everything went smoothly. People appreciated it, and it was a really good turnout. We're already planning next year's and have the menu and everything already done, and how we're gonna reach out for the desserts and handle that.
Good, good.
It went really smooth.
Do you have a date yet? You don't have a date yet.
It'll be the Saturday before Thanksgiving.
Just like now, that's
Yep.
just kind of the way it'll be every year.
Yes.
Okay, that's good. That way we can,
I can put that on the calendar.
yeah, okay. I don't know if all of you get the paper or not, but I did write to the Evening Star and here's what it says. I went in on letter to the editor. The town of Corona would like to thank the DeKalb Middle School for including our little corner of the county with their chalk drawings this last October. It was such a surprise to the residents that live here. It made us feel a part of the community in this corner of DeKalb County. We all have had to face many ups and downs this year, and it just takes something unexpected to brighten up our everyday lives. I believe that DeKalb Middle School put some smiles on faces by drawing some brightness for all to see. We want to know that we appreciated your art. Thank you for including us.
Oh, that was
That's
nice.
great,
So,
yeah.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
They did the fire station while I was there and didn't even know it. I was power washing and I didn't even know they were there. I walked out and said, what in the world is this?
Isn't that something? It
It
did look really neat there, you know, for a
Yeah,
couple days,
it was.
3 or 4 days. It was
A
neat.
couple weeks. I got
Yeah.
pictures of it all.
Well, I know I saw it out in front of the post office. Of course, all the cars pulling it didn't last too long, but I thought that was so nice of them to do that. It was very nice. Okay, I know some time ago that we talked about the cat population here in town. And we contacted someone to see about maybe we could do one of these catch and release for the cats to where we could get them fixed and then let them go. And Mike and I met with this Erica Hedge here about a week ago. And her and her husband, they're volunteers for this program. And to neuter a cat, it cost about $100 for a cat. You take them into the vet, about what it is in that area. And, now what they would like to do here is they have their own portable clinic. And they went through our facility, they looked it all over, checked it out, and the lady was just astounded by this building. She said, I can't believe what a nice building you have here. She said, this building is just perfect. But what they'll do is if we do this, they're gonna bring in a portable unit and set it up. She said the cats will never touch the floor anywhere, and everything will be contained within these walls. I kind of took it was like when we had COVID and they set up all those little places, and took care of the people. In my mind, I think that's kind of what she was talking about. And she said, we can apply for money that the state has, and they normally will pay, they pay most of it. The owner or the town, whoever, because anyone could bring their cat in and have it done. But then the town would pick up whatever is owed after, the state pays what they'll pay. And she said sometimes it's $25 or something like that. But, her and her husband, like I said, they volunteer and work for this organization, and they have a fund that these two have been putting their money into. They don't take their money that they're paid. They put it all into a fund. And when they find a community that needs help, she said, right now, him and her have $1,000, and they will give it to the town of Corona to help this money. So we're going to be checking into this, and it wouldn't be until April 1st when they would do it. And they don't even get out of their cars. The people don't. They would pull in out here by the doors, and they'll have their cat or cats in cages, carriers. And whoever's working back there will go out and take the carrier and bring it into that little facility that they work out of. And they'll just do them, and then they put them right back in that carrier. And then when they wake up, well, they'll tell them about how long that they'll have to wait. And then they'll just come back, they'll drive right back out there, and they pick up the carrier. The people don't, they never get out of their car. But the volunteers will pick up the carrier and take it right back out, put it right back in their car, and away they go. So we're gonna really be checking into this after the first of the year to see, what we have to do. Lori, do you know anything about that?
They will have to apply, I think you have to go online and apply to bring your cat to this. Just can't bring a cat and drop it off. So they'll have to go online, and I think it might be $20, $25, whatever they might have to pay, but they'll have to do that. So I know that.
Okay.
So, because people might get the impression they just bring them in.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
Who will help round up the cats in the town?
That I was not clear on. And, but she said we would meet again after the first of the year, and she'll probably give us more information on how exactly this works. But their main thing, the reason they were here last week, was just to look at the facility to see if this would be somewhere that they think it would be a good place to do it.
I don't know if they expect us to probably trap the cats, because most of them probably feral or.
Because I think between the 3 houses on the south side of the bridge, there's probably 30 cats.
Yeah.
Between
If you
the
only have
3
so
houses.
much money,
Right.
But, so I'm sure she's expecting that we'll have to catch them.
Could be. Would you want to get a hold of her, Lori, and talk to her?
I can, in the information.
All right, here's her name, and I know you go through the sheriff's department and tell them you want the animal control officer, and her name is Eric.
I don't know if she'll help catch them, or she'll give us some ideas, so.
You get some more information on it, and, okay.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
I'm familiar with the Indianapolis program
Mhm.
and a couple others in Michigan. They have been phenomenal. Once you get this started, the cat population declines so fast. And so you don't have to do it every year, but it's a good thing to do. And then eventually you'll have very few. They mark them, they just cut off part of their ear so you know which cats have been taken care of. And then when you catch the cats, then and you usually have somebody around that feeds them, feeds feral cats. And if you know those people, you can say, hey, this is what we're going to do. And they're usually very cooperative because they'd like to save the cats.
Mm-hmm.
And, but over time, I think it took Indianapolis like 5 years to almost eliminate the problem. It was
Isn't that
amazing.
amazing?
Yeah, this was about, I'd say 10, 15 years ago. So, yeah.
That's very interesting.
And some of these cats, you know, you've been able to pet them and pick them up because they feed them. So, you know, it'd be easy to catch.
Yeah. So you have to put out traps and then pick them up and
Mhm.
have them done. And then you can release them to these people who feed them, but they won't reproduce. So
Right.
it's great. But it takes about 5 years to really
Really get them.
see it. Yeah.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Either that or 22s, whatever.
Okay, well, thank you for the information, ma'am.
I'm sorry.
Everyone was thinking the same thing.
You were thinking that.
I didn't say.
No. Say. I can take care of them when they're
That's
there.
22.
Yeah. 22 cats?
No, cat.
I know it, 22 caliber, I know. Okay, how's our bathroom coming in there, Justin?
Well, slow, goodness gracious. Yeah, it's slower than expected, but we did have a guy that got in a really bad accident that put us all pretty far behind, so he actually pretty lucky to be alive, to be honest with you. I don't know if you guys saw it on the news or not, but it was up there on 20, and they hit a semi head on. So
Oh,
and
I
he was in
did read
ICU
that.
for 2.5 weeks. So actually close to 3 weeks. So I think that was about the timing. They just took him out the other day. So it was a bad deal. But yeah, you know, he was down here today, and we'll have 2 guys here tomorrow. So the little, you know, tiny stuff takes forever, but we'll stay on it. We'll get her done.
Okay.
I have some questions, but I'll ask you later about it.
Yeah, I know they've been talking to, well, Mike or Sandy or somebody, but yeah, if there's something you got, I mean, hit them up or hit me up or whichever. I don't know who's been stopping up regularly. Maybe it's you, Bruce. I don't know.
Probably.
Yeah.
He walks
It is
in
on.
town quite a
Yeah.
bit.
Did he build the snowman on the bridge?
I don't think so.
Did you build the snowman on the bridge? Somebody did.
I'll be darned, I didn't even see it.
Somebody got a snowman. That's good.
Okay, do we have any other old business? Have anything?
No.
Okay, we'll go on to new business, and Kurt did a really nice job putting the nativity up for us out here this year again. I think that looks so nice right there.
Yeah.
That's all I have in new business, but got anything, Lori? No?
I would say the guy that plows our streets does a great job.
Yes, I think he does too.
Yeah, I'd like to see more people having the trash cans off the streets when they're plowing, you know, it's just common sense. But
And off the sidewalks where they need to cross for the school crossings.
Well, the state does a terrible job.
No.
They're 3 foot off the curb in front of my house. It's ridiculous.
That's quite a little fiasco we had out here yesterday, wasn't it?
Which one?
Both of them.
Yeah, both of them. I mean, that was,
On 148,
Was there 3 of them
149,
out
and
there?
150.
Yeah, there was 3 calls. The fire department had 5 calls yesterday. 3 of them were in about an hour stretch of black ice on. We had 2 cars into the house on Walnut Street,
yeah.
and then
yeah, he's our UPS driver where I work.
Yeah.
Comes in, he brings
Yeah.
I got heard all about it from him, so.
And then, yeah, the car into the pole, and for the record, Brightspeed doesn't come cut, they don't come fix stuff, so.
No way.
If there's a large outage, I'm to blame. Cause after 2 hours, we just cut the line and threw it in the ditch. And it was a big line.
Still got mine, so.
I think
Yeah,
it's everyone's
I
that
think
way.
Those guys don't ever show up.
Okay, well, then,
Not enough
does
time.
anyone have anything, Becky?
Is there any way that when he plows the streets, that when he's down there on Campbell Street where all the houses are, if he can push that snow towards the railroad instead of filling our driveways full of snow? You know, cause that stuff gets really hard. And if you don't get to it right away, it's hard to drive through and it's hard to use a snow blower on too.
Yeah, he could turn his blade the other way.
If you
That-
just go,
Yeah.
start on the north side and go,
I mean, the whole street, you know, you
Mhm.
included. Yeah, if he could just push it all
cause
Towards
towards
the
the
railroad.
railroad,
Yeah,
yeah,
turn his
that would
blade
work.
the other way, but it's going that way.
yeah, there's no houses on the north
Or
side.
any on the
so
south side there?
you throw everything south.
Yeah.
Yeah. We can talk to him.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you guys believe this weather? Isn't this amazing?
Yeah,
Crazy.
you skip right to spring now.
Okay. You have something here?
Pam, you're not normal.
I know.
My husband loves it too.
Hmm?
Pam loves it.
All right, then we'll go on and go to the claims.
General, the receipts, $24,381, expensive, $9,984. Water receipts, $4,274, expensive, $2,299. Sewer receipts, $4,120, expensive, $598. Payroll, $3,904.
Okay, do we have any more public concerns from anybody? Okay, then we'll go ahead and adjourn the meeting. Thank you.
I know. All three, freezing. I never, I've stayed at work.
Well, I know that's unusual. What's
I-
wrong?
My
Because I'm here.
She's keeping you in line tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.